Good morning and welcome to Friday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well. Hopefully leads you into the long weekend well. Hope everybody's going to have some fun activities planned. I don't have a whole lot on the agenda, which is a good thing. Going to a movie, going out to eat, fun stuff. So, need a little fun stuff. Good morning, Tammy. You're the first one here again today. You're my early bird the last couple of days. This is good. This is good. Welcome, welcome. So, we'll give it a minute as we wait for people to pop in, but I have to tell you, I'm smirking over today's card because I got up early today. I'm not sure why. Popped up, bing, there I was. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you're here. Welcome. And so I thought, well, as long as I'm up early and I've got 45 minutes before chatting with all of you lovely people. Good morning, Julia. Welcome. I figured I'd do my journaling early. So the whole thing about the journaling was moving back into creativity. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's popping on. Morning, Peggy. Good morning, good morning. So my theme as I was writing was creativity. Creativity. It's been flat for a while, and I've done a few things to try to kind of prod it into moving again, and not much was working. So I find like I dream on paper. Either I do cutty pasty stuff, or I'll get one of my son's old drawing pads from high school or college that are just sitting around with empty pages, and I'll sketch out something, and I just haven't been feeling the oomph with that lately, which is not fun because I like the creativity fills my sails. So today as I was writing, I had done some other stuff, and creativity was the idea that just kept popping up over and over and over again. So today's card is actually surrender to creativity. There are no accidents. There are no accidents. So let's start with the breath, though. Let's start with the breath. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do a little tapping. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feels like two more spots are really important. So monkey, we need monkey. Under the arms, like where your bra strap would run across. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Kind of moving the lymph around here, which is good. Clearing stuff out. And then around the crown of your head. Wake up, brain, wake up, wake up. Be wise, be free. All right, so as you're aware, Power of Surrender deck by Dr. Judith Orloff, and it's Transform Your Life by Letting Go. So we're not going to be chasing things down. We're not going to be making stuff happen. We're going to be breathing and allowing, opening up to that divine feminine energy that we need to balance out the divine masculine that has been overemphasized recently. Good morning, Beth. Welcome, welcome. And by recently, I mean the last thousands of years. So, good morning, Barb. Surrender to creativity. Surrender to creativity. As you can see, she's holding a mirror. Oh, someone just got pulled over. There goes your day. And you can see the butterfly off to the right. Well, my right. Transformation. Transformation. So let's see what it has to say. Nice deep breath in again. Opening to receiving. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And there is the divine masculine. Pursue, solve. Let's also bring in the divine feminine. Opening up. Good morning, Angie. Welcome. We are surrendering to creativity today. Surrendering to creativity. Let us know how it's going. I'm assuming that Quinn is now off to college. Let us know how it's going, being a semi-empty nester. Thank you, Cindy, for posting that. I appreciate it. Because when we become those semi-empty nesters, it opens our opportunities for creativity. We have more space for creativity. We survived college drop-off. Yay. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I remember that, crying the whole way home. Yep, absolutely. It gets better from here. It really does. It really does. I can't tell you, my 50s and 60s have been fabulous. Compared to what came prior, fabulous. So I hope that for all of us, that things just get better and better as we go. So let's just open to creativity. I want you to rub your hands together, get some warmth going there. First, I want you to open out, and we're sending this out into the universe, almost like a tractor beam, to all the creative ideas that are floating around out there, some of them with our name on them. Imagine that tractor beam going out. I always view it kind of like a chain that rolls. I don't know how yours is, but that's kind of what I see. Yes, yes, yes. What opens up for all of us? Yes. Good morning, Janine. So we're sending out that tractor beam. And now I want you to breathe in like you're reeling in whatever's meant to come. Exhale, and you're opening to receiving. So the breath in draws the creative ideas to you. The exhale opens you to receive. So we have divine masculine, divine feminine, working in consort with each other. That's what we want and need. We need both. We don't want to chuck the divine masculine, even though it's run amok in many ways. We want to balance it with the divine feminine. Breathing in our creative ideas, the ones meant for us, and exhaling, open to receiving them. Just keep that breath going. Keep that breath going while I talk. And if the energy in your hands wanes a little bit, rub them together again, warm them back up. And when it feels appropriate, almost like you're gathering, good morning, Mel, you're gathering those creative ideas that are yours and bring them in. Bring them in wherever feels good to you. They might come into your brain. They might come into your throat. They might come into your heart like mine did, solar plexus, wherever they land. Wherever they land. These are the creative ideas that are floating around the universe. It's all one, and they have your name on it. May also have other people's names on it. Have you ever noticed how sometimes spontaneously, in 3, 4, 5 different areas of the world, the same idea pops up? Why is that? That's not plagiarism. That is the universe going, it's time for this idea to manifest. Let's drop it in these people, and let's see who brings it forward. Let's see who brings it forward. So we're bringing things forward. We're bringing forward creative ideas. I had watched a video last night on YouTube about a little pocket village, and in the end they were ending up with 44 homes, and they were smaller than what I'm conceiving of. They were 400, 450 square feet. I'm thinking more along the lines of 800. But nonetheless, here's this beautiful area, and the man said that they bought the whole area for $500,000. That was the acreage that they got. I can't remember how many acres he said it was. But there's a very fancy neighborhood just next door. Good morning, Mandy. Glad to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Beautiful neighborhood, $750,000 homes, and then next door are all these little pocket homes, and she said, the wife said, they chose colors based on what would blend with the neighborhood beside them. They wanted to meld in, they wanted to fit in, but there's all these little clusters of homes together, and they've got this amazing idea, and it dovetails beautifully with the ideas that I have. So interestingly, I saved that video, and I may share it with the group of people who's kind of working on this project out west of town. I think there's 16 acres there, 16, 18, something in that ballpark. And we're just at that brainstorming, creative, what would we like to see here phase. And the woman who owns that land is open to hearing ideas. She's got her own ideas, but she's also open to hearing some other ideas and how they could fit together and work together. Collaboration, how awesome is that? So, surrendering to creativity and collaborative creativity. There's a term, how's that? Collaborative creativity. So, I pitch out an idea and you go, well, what about this too? And someone else goes, yeah, and this, and we could tweak that. And people working together, brainstorming to come up with creative ideas. Good morning, Linda. Welcome, welcome. And problem solving from that mindset. Again, Albert Einstein, brilliant. You cannot solve a problem with the level of consciousness that created it in the first place. Which is why we need to get out of some of these boxes, these self-imposed boxes. So I'm just going to share, and it's an old social psychology research study that shows us just what happens when we get locked into a thought process. So they took two groups of students and they made teams, and I mean, they did this multiple times, but basically what they did was they gave them a box of materials and they said, build a wall sconce. The one group had the materials. There was a candle, there was a lighter, there was a box, there was, I forget what else was in there, but one group got those items in the box. The other group got those items with the box turned upside down beside the other items, the candle, the lighter, blah, blah, blah. Those who saw the box as just the box had a much harder time creating a wall sconce. Those who had the box set separately, as if it were just another material, figured out you light the candle, you melt wax onto the side of the box, you stick the box on the wall, you melt wax on top of the box, and you plop the candle on it. There's your wall sconce. But again, those who had the items in the box could only see the box as a container, not as a shelf. There's 13 of you on here right now, and me. I would like today to be our day of creativity. I want you to take things. So let me just grab something here. I have this cool little pendulum that my daughter gave me, made out of lapis. What are all the things I could do with this? Well, certainly it can swing in circles. Certainly I could take this little thing off and turn it into a necklace. I could scratch my ear with it. I could, what else could I do with this? I could pretend it's my sword. I could use it as an antenna to draw in useful creative energy. Take some things that you see in a certain way, a pencil, a cup, a piece of bread, whatever it is. Imagine, how many different things can I do with this? How many different things? And if you've got kids or grandkids available, let them play with you. Give them a piece of bread. Here's a piece of bread. Be creative. Make something out of this. Do they tear it in a hole in the middle and make it a spyglass? What do they do? Kids, this is a sad thing. Kids, young kids, have a ton of creative ideas. By the time they get out of high school, that creativity has gone. We teach it out of them. We teach it out of them. So the dreamers, the ones who are creative, the ones who go, wow, we could do this with this, we write them off. As adults, we tend to write them off. Oh, you're just a dreamer, blah, blah, blah. You're not practical, yada, yada. That is where all the innovation comes from. Ah, there we go. Yay for your brother. That's awesome. That's awesome. And we all have that ability in us. So we're going to practice that today, if you choose to. Pick some things and be creative with them. What else could I do with this? So for example, I'm going to show you this one. This is a domino and a clothespin. And now I have my little holder. Someone was creative enough to say, hey, what could I do with these things that have a different purpose? Dominoes, play a game with. Clothespin is to hang clothes on a clothesline. Put them together, do something different. create these great little things. That's what I want you thinking about. And if you feel like, oh, I'm not the least bit creative, what I'd like you to start with then is I want you to think of creative things other people have done. What are some creative things other people have done? I'm just going to throw one out there. Remember when people took buckets and pails and feedstock things and turned them on their sides and put dirt in them and made it look like the flowers were spilling out? That was a creative use of a variety of things. Coffee pots. I've seen coffee pots with the flowers spilling out. Pick some things. Look around you. Go on Pinterest. Play around with Pinterest. That's always fun. Creative ideas for, and put something in there. A tennis ball. Creative ideas for a rake. Creative ideas for whatever. See what you get. But let's really fire up our creativity and let's put some of those things, talk to somebody about it. See if they can play creative with you, or see if they, well, that'll never work. Why would you want to do that? See if the people in your world can play creatively with you. So, have some fun with it. Let's see where we go. Surrender to creativity. Bring in that divine feminine energy to it. I am open to receiving some creative ideas that I'm meant to bring forth into this world. See you tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.